I saw the chat asked a question, what happens if they both bid the exact same? I actually have an answer to that, and the answer is that they truly just draw lots for colors. Like, literally, pick a hand with which pawn in it. So that is the format I believe that FIDE is using for this one, but we only have one game in progress here, so we'll stick right with the action. Anna Muzychuk, the white pieces, Eline with the black pieces, winning when she needed to in that last game to even up the match. And James, it's all come down to a single game to determine our next finalist.
I'm not gonna lie, I love the opening choice with an ALEKHINE here, or ALEKHINE. Very fun opening, looking for some real chances and imbalance of the game, which is totally normal here. Totally normal. With the bishop on g7 too, these type of variations are sharp. You're in a lot of trouble here if you don't know what you're doing.
Precisely. There's a lot of tricks to watch out for. Bishop to f5 played. The early h3 by white in order to prevent bishop g4. That's usually the move that's very annoying. Tough to deal with because the bishop takes f3. And if you take with the bishop, you lose the c pawn.
See what happens. I got cooked by the ALEKHINE. I also have cooked, but got cooked the ALEKHINE. So let's see what happens.
The move d5 being shouted for by the computer as an important move to play, with the idea that perhaps if c5, that knight could jump into the c4 square behind it, and if white has to give up the light squared bishop, immediately the bishop on f5 becomes very powerful. And remember, any opening, like for example the ALEKHINE, where you are giving up space in the center, you usually have to strike back at some point. You can't just let the position be, and d5 played in the middle. I don't like the move h6. It feels way too slow for an opening where you're supposed to be counterattacking. I suspect we'll see b3 played very quickly here, and b3 looks like a big advantage for white.
This is sort of the line that is one of the most annoying to face as an ALEKHINE player, is when this pawn gets to b3 like this and the bishop on g7 is kind of hitting air, as they say. So she plays g5 to get her some room.
This position is absolutely terrible, James. The knights could not go to d7 because of g4, trapping the bishop. That explains why the move g5 was played by Eline. But now you can continue with bishop d3 to trade the bishops. You're taking control of the f5 square. You can also blast the position over with f4. I know that the material is equal, but this position is really close to being dead lost.
It's tough because you're trying to get something imbalanced here. Maybe you can try some f5, f4, even with this exchange sacrifice, just launching everything on that side of the board. Very risky, but of course that was the opening choice. It was very risky.
Oh, this is really close to just dead loss. Like, look at the knight, right? Coming into e6. The rook is being hit. You have queen d3 to gain tempo, attacking the pawn on g6. These are basic moves for white to play in stride with tempo. And from here, I think it might be the simplest to just play the move probably f4. Just open everything up. You could also reposition the knight from c3.
Oh man, this is about to get nasty. Knight g5, take, queen g6. Like, bro, it's about to get scary here.
There's two knights MIA from the game. Knight on b6.
not the ALEKHINE we want to play from the black side. F5 pawns look really good. Takes, maybe king h6 there. Try to get the king to g5. Can easily kick away, I think. Let's see what she goes for.
Yeah, I think we kind of want king f6, knight g7, and then you can target this pawn. I wouldn't say this is completely over yet, but a couple more good moves by white, and rook d2 is certainly one of them. Rook d7 I think you can play, but then I'm expecting king to f6, and then perhaps rook d3 and go to d7 again.
Very nice. And I assume he pawns. Now that the knights are doing what they can. Knight f4. Maybe rook takes c7 first. Takes c7. Do it again. Here it is.
Yep, there's going to be a breakthrough c5 and b5 here that white is most likely going to utilize. Not required, but that is a good way to get past the knight. And actually b5, normally not what you want to do. And I think this is going to be just marginally more difficult, but 100% winning. And after knight g3, f6, f7, and rook, maybe rook d8, b6.
Rook d8 was nice too, but I guess there was a knight d6. Or knight d8.
There's no pawns on the board, so we can already say winning chances do not really exist for Eline.
There are also always some fun checkmates, king, you can't mate with two knights. And like, yeah, whatever.
Magnus, Fabi, Arjun, all spotted in the background coming back for their games, and that looks like a resignation and a finals ticket for Anna Muzychuk with a really emphatic defeat here of Eline Roebers in the final game of this matchup.
Incredible.